right, what's up? I'm gonna give y'all a tour of my Galactic kit. There's a lot of fun stuff here, and basically what I've got going on is a Gretsch USA Brooklyn kit. That's what the shells are, 12-inch tom by 8, 14 by 14, 16 by 16, a 14 deep by 20, 14 deep by 26. And this is my Spirit of New Orleans titanium snare, signature snare. Some of y'all may recognize this. Some of y'all actually may own one of these. And this is made by Ron Dennett. Super versatile. I've got it cranked pretty high with Galactic, and it's a lot of fun, but I've also tuned it in a lot of different ways, and it sounds great any way you tune it. So over here, I've got my signature pandeiro. I've got another pandeiro tuned higher, so they sound different. And then I've got an array of cowbells. I know the jokes, more cowbell. Do you really need all those cowbells? And the answer is yes, I do. Because I use every single one of them for different things. I've got stickings that I play that I'll voice this left hand on this cowbell, this right hand on this pandeiro, and then I'll come over here to the snare, and then same sticking, voiced with the left hand on a higher pandeiro and the right hand on a different cowbell. So I use these things for different voicings, different textures, but I actually do use it quite a bit. And then I've got these mini Timbales over here, and these are made by LP, and they're super fun. They've got little mechanisms that you can turn the snares on, and you could actually get a snare sound out of these, which is cool. And then a lot of people ask me about what this is, and this is just a Boss DB90 metronome, and that only goes to my in-ears, and I can use this to count off tunes and make sure that the tempos are right from night to night, especially if we're throwing in different tunes. You want to make sure that the tempos are correct, especially when you've got a vocalist, and you want to make sure that your vocalist is not having to rush out the lyrics. So some nights you've been traveling, you might be tired. Some nights you just drank a shot of espresso and you might be all amped up. So the tempos can differ, and some nights we'll look at each other and be like, this feels slow tonight, right? Yeah, but it's right here. There's no argument. This is the argument resolver right here. There are never any arguments about is this the right tempo or not. It is, because it's right here. So down here, I've got a Black Beauty cowbell, and I've got it adjoined to a LP Cyclops tambourine. And this pedal hits that cowbell and that tambourine at the same time. And then a lot of times I'll play this cowbell and this hi-hat together. And then I've got my left side of my double pedal, and I'll play that and the hi-hat together. And then I've got my 20 over here. Now this is where things start to get a little interesting. So I've got this auxiliary pedal over here, and it's just a regular double pedal, but with a longer extension rod in between them. So I noticed one day at soundcheck that I had an empty hub here. So I was like, oh, let me see what happens if I throw a beater in there. So this beater hits the 20 at the same time that the beater on my 26 is hitting over here. So as you can see, they're hitting together. So what happens is I get the punch of the 20 while I'm getting all the bigness and the big low end and the spread of the 26. Because in some bigger venues, when you go to that 26, you would lose the punch, depending on where you are in the room. So with this now, I get the 20, but I just add the 26. Over here, I have an LP Salsa Cowbell. I've got some Pete Engelhart percussion, and the way that these came into the kit is that I would improvise in the studio, come up with some different things, put these things maybe like right here where I could reach them, improvise, and then the guys would pick what things that they liked and they'd loop them up and start writing to them, and then they make it into a song. So this piece made it into Hey Na Na, this piece made it into Out in the Street, and then I have to figure out where to put these in the kit that I can hit them. And then also having them in the kit like this, it actually looks really cool too. So I like having them here, and I'll experiment and get some different stuff going on with those as well. I get a lot of questions about my cymbals, and I'm very fortunate to be with Zildjian, and they made some special custom items for me, and these are 15-inch hats, and this is a prototype of what will be the Lunar Crash, and this is the design that I've been playing for many years. It's got 7 potholes or craters, you can call these, and these right now are hand hammered, and you can see that there are 7 of them around here. And then this is a 22, and this is a 20-inch Pang, and an 18-inch Crash, and all of these are based off of the bodies of Caropes. And you can see that they have the Carope patina on them. So these look very similar to old K Zildjians, which I absolutely love. I have a set of Ks set up at my house so that every time I wake up and play my drums in my pajamas, I know exactly what old Ks are supposed to sound like. So real quick, from left to right, we've got a raw cowbell with tambourine jingles in it, a Black Beauty Senior, a high-pitched LP signature pandeiro, a lower-pitched signature pandeiro, LP mini timbales, a Steve Gadd cowbell, a Black Beauty Senior cowbell with a Cyclops tambourine, a Boss DB90 metronome, Zildjian 15-inch hats, Zildjian 20-inch Lunar Crash, 4.5 by 14 titanium Spirit of New Orleans Stanton Moore signature snare drum, Gretsch Brooklyn series 12, 14, 16, 20, 26, an ES7, 22-inch ride, 20-inch Pang, 18-inch Crash, ES2 cowbell, Pete Engelhart percussion, and also this new LP Tambo stick that I utilize from time to time. So that, real quick, is a tour of my kit. I hope y'all dug it. Please subscribe to my YouTube channel. Hit that notification bell so you can get notified when I am posting new videos, which I plan on doing quite a lot. See y'all down the line. Thanks.